Good afternoon and welcome to the Appointment Subcommittee for the meeting of June 22nd. Good afternoon and welcome to the Appointment Subcommittee for the meeting of June 22nd. We have before us this evening reappointment of C.J. Doherty, Inc., 41 Locust Street, Medford, as a licensed drain layer. Is someone from C.J. Doherty here? Seeing that no representative is here, we will table that. Reappointment of Michael A. Bonanno, Jr., 85 East Mountain Ave, Revere, to the Revere Cultural Council. Is Michael here?
Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman.
Michael Bonanno? We will table that also.
Mr. Chairman, may I speak on that really quick? He is a teacher at the high school, and I believe that sometimes these meetings conflict with his schedule at the high school. So maybe there's something that we can work out with Ashley, because I would hate to see it be put aside, because I know he's a phenomenal person, and I know that this is definitely something that I'm sure
We're in session, please.
he would like to be included in. So maybe we can send a letter or something so that we can resolve this, because I'm definitely sure it's a schedule conflict with his obligation to the high school.
Is it the wish of the councilor to take it out of exception and because of the position that he's in to vote favorably on this position?
I would support that.
Motion's on the floor to approve in the absence. All in favor, all opposed? So ordered. Next is the appointment of Linskey Excavating Company, 47 Jefferson Ave, Salem, as a licensed drain layer. Is anyone, please come to the podium. State your name and address for the record, please.
William Linskey, 47 Jefferson Ave, Salem.
And this is a new appointment, Wayne? Any questions from the members of the council? Do you do any work in Revere as of yet?
We're starting a project over on Ward Street.
On Ward Street? Very familiar with the project.
Yeah, so we're going to start doing utility work over there.
Okay, so you're doing the drain laying over there?
Yes.
You could do a neat job on Ward Street because it's a very heavily trafficked area.
Yes, sir.
And with the addition to these new apartments, it's even getting more heavily trafficked. Very heavily trafficked. Okay. Any other members wishing to speak? Seeing none, we will vote this out favorably this evening. There's no need to stay in attendance. We will, you can get in touch with the city clerk in the next couple of days and she'll have the proper paperwork.
Right.
Do you have your bond and your,
Yes,
and you can make sure you supply all that data and information that's required to the clerk?
Yes, sir.
Congratulations, do a good job.
Thank you.
Next is reappointment of Vincent Carbone, 19 Stonecrest Drive, Saugus, as a constable. Come to the podium, state your name and address for the record, please.
It's Vincent Carbone, 19 Stonecrest Drive, Saugus, Mass.
And this is a reappointment,
Yes,
Vincent.
it is.
Any questions from the members of the council? Seeing and hearing none, I can, well, go on and do a good job for our community, and certainly we look forward to your services.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Council.
You can pick up the paperwork with the city clerk, and there's no need to stay in attendance if you don't wish. We will vote this out favorably. Next is reappointment of Richard Pedi, 35 Salem Street, Medford, to the Revere Resident Monitoring Committee. Richard, come forward, please. State your name and address for the record, please.
Rich Pedi, 35 Salem Street, Medford.
Welcome. Any questions from the members of the council? You have Councilor Marabito.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Just want to say, keep up the good work. This is a reappointment, and you've done us well in the past.
Thank you.
Any other members wishing to speak? Seeing none, we'll vote this out favorably, Rich, so no need to stay in attendance. Congratulations. Do a good job for our community, and we look forward to another year of your good service.
Thank you.
Thank you for your attendance. Next is reappointment of Michael Tucker, 8 Ellington Street, Revere, to the Zoning Board of Appeals. Mr. Chairman.
Good evening, Chairman, Councilors. That's 9 Ellington Street, just for the record.
9. We correct that. The clerk will note that's 8 to a 9. Any questions from the members of the City Council? Council Powers.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Not a question, but a statement. Mr. Tucker, in whatever position he has held with this city, is performed 110% for the citizens. Always asking the questions, always voting the right way to protect the residents of this city. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Oh, Councilor Zambudo.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I just want to say that I can't think of a person with more integrity to be in that position. He votes his conscience and he cares about the city. We don't always agree. Every now and then we have disagreements, but I have to say that he bleeds Revere. So I highly endorse him.
We certainly know that you're a valuable portion of the Board of Appeals, certainly as chairman, and we certainly know that what you've done for our community over the past several years, and we look forward to many more years of your service. And congratulations, Mayor. I guess we'll swear you in at some point, and you can get the paperwork through the city
Thank you
clerk's
very
office.
much.
No need to stay in attendance, Michael. You'll be voted out favorably this evening. Next is reappointment of Justin Capodilupo, 10 Carey Avenue, Revere, to the Historical Commission. I don't see Justin Capodilupo. We will table that particular person. Next is reappointment of Jeffrey Pearlman, 20 America Way, Salem, Mass, to the Historical Commission. Jeffrey.
Good evening, councilors. Jeff Pearlman, 20 America Way, Salem, Massachusetts.
It looks like you're going to give and deliver a speech. I'm ready. I'm sitting back. Wait a minute. I'm going to get back on my chair.
I taught for 36 years in the system.
Jeff.
Once a teacher, always a teacher. You know that.
Yeah. Presentation's always wonderful. Any questions for Councilor Janino?
I would just like to speak in favor of this, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Pearlman is an asset to our Cultural Improvement Commission, and Historical Commission, rather, and I don't think there's a better fit for that role because he's done such a phenomenal job and knows everything that's going on in the city. So thank you very much, Mr. Pearlman. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you, Councilor. Councilor Morabito.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Pearlman, I just want to say, keep doing the great job that you have been doing. You're a fountain of information. I remember a few years ago at Rumney Marsh Academy, you could tell me from start to beginning, from the years 1800 to current, and it's hard to find a historian these days and someone who cares about their city. So I'm in favor of this appointment as well.
Appreciate that, Council.
Thank you, Councilor Novoselsky.
Mr. Chairman, I just want you to notice that everybody's calling him, some of us call him Jeff, and some of them call him Mr. Pearlman. Okay, you can tell who he had in class over the years, but he's Jeff to me because we graduated high school together 50 years ago. And this guy had he had a great mentor in J.C. DiCarlo as a history teacher down in Garfield. And we learned a lot, and Jeff has continued it. He does a lot for our Historical Commission in Revere and the history of Revere, the Battle of Chelsea Creek, the Rumney Marsh Burying Ground, and he knows his stuff. He lets everybody knows what he knows for them to learn and carry it on for their future. So I think it's a great appointment. He's a great asset, and I look forward to voting on this. Thank you.
Thank you, Council.
He's one of a handful of individuals that we've had within our community whose certainly historical value is not to mention, it's unbelievable. You were in the categories of the Peter McCaulleys and stuff, Norman Boutros, and you're great company with that.
Good company to be in.
And you certainly reflect on your position very, very well. We all appreciate the fact what you do, and certainly continue on with your fine effort to promoting Revere and telling people of the history of Revere, because it's quite something to hear.
May I just say a couple of things?
Absolutely.
Last Thursday, I was privileged, as I have been the last couple of years, to take 5 third-grade classes from the Wayland School on a historical tour of Revere. And we went to the Rumney Marsh Cemetery, and I want to thank the Mayor's office and the City Clerk for an extremely informative tour of this building. The Assessor's office talked, the Election Commissioner talked. It was wonderful, and the kids had a million questions, as you can well imagine. My point being, as a member of the Historical Commission, our goal is simply this: to educate the citizens of Revere, both adults and children, about the history and the culture of this fine city. And I'm willing to give tours, especially of the Rumney Marsh Cemetery, at your beck and call. And also, Councilor Novoselsky and I have been talking for a couple of years now about a trolley tour. And we even have several stops already planned out that eventually, hopefully, that'll take place as well. We want people to know that Revere is not just Revere Beach, but other places as well for historical significance.
We certainly appreciate the preservation of Revere and the history of Revere because of people like yourself who've dedicated to no cost. It's just an act of love that you present to the community, and we certainly appreciate what you do. And this is not just saying accolades, throwing accolades at an individual. This man certainly deserves all the accolades we can give him. Council Powers.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. You hit the nail right on the head. We've been up here tonight debating budgets and pay raises and stipends and everything else. This guy does it for nothing, and he does a great job. And that job is primarily, not only for the citizens, but primarily the children of this city that don't know the history of the city of Revere, that learn the history of the city of Revere from Jeff Pearlman. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Again, thank you very much. There's no need to stay in attendance if you don't wish,
Thank you very much.
We can vote you out favorably and continue on with the great job.
I will. I appreciate it.
God bless. Yep, nice seeing you. And finally, the reappointment of Rose Napolitano, 250 Cushman Ave, to the Historical Commission. Will the lovely Rose come to the podium, please? Can we ask you for your name and address, please?
Rose Napolitano,
Okay.
250 Cushman.
Does any members of the council dare to say anything? Councilor Zambudo.
Full disclosure, Rose is my adopted mother.
Whoa.
So I have to say that out front. Now, this woman has done more for the city than anybody. She is the leading senior citizen in this city. And I'm thrilled that she wants to continue to serve, and I wholeheartedly support her.
Thank you, Tony.
Councilor Reardon.
You know, I'm going to vote for Rose anyway because she does a terrific job. But she recently stood me up on a date, and I'm not happy about it. So I'm not going to go into the details. She knows what I'm talking about.
I don't blame you.
And I hope is that you turning red? I hope so.
We're going to fix it.
Yeah, okay.
Councilor
No, all
Morabito.
kidding aside, Rose, you do a great job. Thank you.
Councilor Morabito.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Councilor Redden, I hope your wife isn't watching tonight. Rose, you are the prime example of volunteerism in the community, and I commend you, and I'm in favor of this motion.
Thank you.
Not this motion, this appointment.
Well, Rose, it's been a hard fight trying to get the votes for you to be approved. I can't tell you how
Come on.
what I had to do to get these votes, but certainly I think you have enough votes to be approved this evening. And it's certainly a pleasure to have you in this chamber
Thank
that
you.
we think so much of. And congratulations on your reappointment, and I know you'll go forward and do what's best for our community.
Thank you.
Congratulations. This concludes the appointment subcommittee meeting for the meeting of June 22nd, and thanks for your attendance.